in a presidential and parliamentary election that comes amid one of the worst economic crises in recent history. In the Jamestown neighbourhood of Accra, voters lined up to cast their votes in the early hours of the day in the hope for a better future.
I'm hoping for a better change and for development for our future siblings and ourselves. Yeah. Because so like looking at the situation in this country, the inflation is high, and then every day there is increase, and then there is change in the prices of things in the market. So for me, I'm a student. I school at Accra Technical University, and then the school fees is too much for my parents.
It's true that things are very expensive these days. It's almost Christmas, and when you ask the price of a chicken, it's very expensive and we can't afford it. The same for rice and oil, and there are children in the house. We also have to buy clothes for them, so things have become very dear. Former President John Dramani Mahama of the National Democratic Congress is the main opposition candidate facing Mahamudu Bawumia. This 79-year-old lady wants Mahama to win. I am old and I have lived my life. I'm crying for the younger generation. So when Mahama wins and there is change, or even if Bawumia wins and there is change, we will accept it.
Hello my people, welcome back to Here and Right Africa YouTube channel. Today the people of Ghana, they are voting in the presidential election today. And what surprises me, or is not a surprise, sorry to say that, is that those old politicians that want to recycle the political system in Africa, you know. When you look at the people that are the main contenders, we don't look at, I think there are about 12 candidates, you know, but we have two main contenders, which I believe they said one is the vice president, you know, the other one was a former president. And you see that in Africa, the problem we have in Africa is that those people that lack fresh ideas, they are still controlling the political system in Africa, which is so sad. Because tell me what this old former president is going to do. When he was in office, why couldn't he do something then? Now that he have been voted out last time in the election, now he sees things in a different angle. And tell me what the current vice president is gonna do, because he was among the these political leaders that is in charge of Ghana, which because Ghana is having some challenges, just like any other African countries. But what we are trying to say is that in Africa, what we need is fresh blood. And the youth as well, people that are current, they know what is happening, and they have the capacity, or they're capable of changing stuff. Not all these old politicians that have not done anything very good in Africa, you know what I mean? But we see that in Africa, especially in West Africa, they just, all over Africa, they just, those politicians, once they tested the power in Africa, they don't want to leave again. They always hang around, come back, or they stay for a long time. Just as we see everywhere in Africa, when we look at it. When you look at Nigeria, the same old politicians that have no idea, lack complete ideas. And the same thing everywhere you look around in Africa, you see this is common in Africa. And someone can rightly say that these people have hijacked Africa. They have actually hijacked the political scene in Africa, and even though they are not capable of doing anything for the Africans or citizens, and they want to be there to just take care of their circle of friends and their family members. That's how it ends, Other people just go and suffer. And, Ghana used to be like, people used to think that Ghana is in a different planet when it comes to Africa, that, you know, they're going to be, especially in West Africa. But I think their growth, the speed where they're moving have stalled now, you know. And if care is not taken, they will go back completely to where they were before. Because sometimes, you know, they have this confidence, you know, overconfidence that things, they are moving in the right direction, and the reality will tell them the truth. But we are looking at these politicians in Africa that is not, they don't have anything nice to contribute to Africa. And we're asking, why are they, coming back for the people? And sometimes the way they design this political system in Africa, you know, we know that Africa is not yet free. Or this colonization we had before have not gone completely, you know. That's why we still have this kind of people, and you know, and because most of the stuff we borrowed in Africa, you know, the system we borrowed in Africa, the system of government we are looking in Africa is not. It doesn't come natural to Africa. It's all what we borrowed, and you know that most of the stuff Africa borrows, you know, they always mess it up. That's why our political system is messed up. That's why we have these old people coming around, and Ghana should, you know, vote for fresh face, you know, even if you give the person a chance not to go back to this old politician. But we know that the way they design the politics there, the political parties there, the ones that have, you know, influence, it's going to win, you know. The newcomers don't have chance, you know, in most of African countries now. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.